Welcome back to AskAPop. Today we're talking about ingredients, and they really matter. I was looking to make some breakfast this morning, and while finding the tube of sausage, I also found a tube of burger that, what to my wondering eyes did appear but a due date, that said it was time for me to get cooking on that too. So, meal prep be darned, today's the lunch plans for the 3 men of the house now firmly involved ground beef. And that led me to this lesson because you see, the Spirit hit me with a duh moment. And that tube of burger, and it's kind of a lot like us. No, I don't mean it's 80% lean and 20% fat, although that might not be a bad idea. But no, it's a base. And depending on the ingredients or the seasonings that are added to it, it can be a lot of different things. Now, for the burger, we can shape it and add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then all of a sudden it's a hamburger. Or we can add some different seasonings and we got tacos. Or we can bathe it in some sauce and simmer it. We have gravy for pasta. Or last example is we can add the just some boxed ingredients and make that little helping hand really happy, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. And it is what it's surrounded by. That sound like anything you might be uh, thinking about? Well, anyway, what we're surrounded by a lot of times. And from the time we get up until the time we go to sleep, we're constantly being bombarded by different seasonings. What we watch, what we click on, what we read, who we talk to. It's constantly adding a pinch of this, a dash of that. And, it's constantly going to change, who we are and what, how we think. And I'm definitely not asking you to change, who you are or, how you do things. But I am, asking you to possibly add a little bit of him to your mix if it's not already. Because, like Mary Poppins used to say, a spoonful of sugar, but maybe a thread full of scripture can make the news threads go down in the most insightful way. Just what we do is we have a picture of Christ hanging in our living room, to where every time we walk anywhere in the house, it's because it's in our great room, we can't help but see him. And then in our hallway, we have the 10 Commandments. Again, it's loud and proud. You cannot go anywhere in the house without seeing one of those two things. It helps keep us centered, helps keep us grounded. Um, just a thought and possibly a decorating idea. Again, it helps just keep us grounded. The Bible verses today are Matthew 15:10 through 20, and Philippians 4 through 14. As far as questions go, how do you handle all the chatter that's out there in the world? I know a lot of folks say that they unplug, but I found that really, really difficult, and increasingly difficult given the world we live in and the kind of job structures that most folks have. How do you handle talking to kids about this today? Anyway, God bless you and have a great day.